just start a new topic today, which is a grammar topic. But before that, Rajbir, you sent me your homework, which I want to discuss before we proceed further. Okay, so this is what you sent me. My screen is visible. Not yet. Is it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So quickly starting first sentence. Just a second. Okay, so wie lange wolltest du Sport machen? Here you have used Sport machen and in the answer you have written arbeiten. So either put arbeiten in the question or put Sport machen in the answer because the question seems totally different and the answer is totally different.
Okay.
Right? Dann Nummer
So,
2. Wann durftest du am Computer spielen? Am Abend durfte ich am Computer spielen. Das ist richtig, das ist korrekt, aber schreiben Sie Computer, nicht Computer.
I write down just like that computer.
No, don't write down just like that because फिर वो ऐसे ही आदत पड़ जाएगी and you'll end up writing unconsciously in the exam also like that. Schreiben Sie
Okay.
bitte ganzes Wort. Please write the whole word. Klar?
Okay. Okay.
Nummer 3. Wann musstest du eine Schuluniform tragen? Ich musste in der Highschool äh, Schuluniform tragen.
So I
Okay.
didn't have any idea about high school. What to write in place of high school.
Hochschule.
For
Hoch. H-O-C-H. Hochschule.
okay.
Dann Nummer 4. Wann durftest du am Computer machen? Am Computer spielen oder lernen. There is nothing like am Computer machen. You do something on computer, so that does not mean you write am Computer machen. Either am Computer arbeiten, am Computer lernen oder am Computer spielen und so weiter, but not machen. So, ich durfte im Akt
Class in computer.
Klassen, not Klassen, maybe in der 8. Stufe.
Stufe bedeutet
Stufe, S-T-U-F-E, die
S
Stufe.
U F A.
S-T-U-F-E, auf
Yeah.
Deutsch.
Okay. Okay. What does it mean?
Stufe, like standard or class.
Oh.
Dann wann durftest du Freunde machen? Wann durftest du Freunde machen? When were you allowed to make friends? Here you have written machen, here you have written treffen. So here
Ye-
write treffen.
uh, yes, yes.
Wann durftest du Freunde treffen oder wann
Meet.
konntest du
Meet
deine
Nathan.
Freunde treffen? So ich durfte am Wochenende meine Freunde treffen. F Capital. Dann wann musstest du viele Hausaufgaben machen? Ich musste am Wochenende viel arbeiten oder viele Hausaufgaben machen. Wie lange wolltest du der am Nachmittag in
In
der
der Schule.
no need to use there here. Ich wollte die Schule am Nachmittag gefallen. What does it mean?
How long you want to sit at school in afternoon?
Wie lange wolltest du am Nachmittag in der Schule? Ich wollte am Nachmittag in der Schule gefallen. What is the meaning of this answer? It's not making any sense.
No, I wanted to stay at school long
In
hour.
der Ich wollte am Nachmittag in der Schule bleiben. Grammatically, it's correct, like what I'm saying, but since that is also like not making any sense, so when you
Wolf
write something, try to understand the meaning of it also.
Wolf's Doom. It is Doom in DU.
Okay, so ich wollte in
Do.
der Schule am Nachmittag bleiben, to stay, not gefallen.
Glide.
Bleiben.
Okay, got it.
Hmm. I,
Grammatically, it is correct or wrong?
No, grammatically the last answer was also wrong. It was incorrect grammatically. And on the other hand, it was not making any sense also. So it's not like important to be grammatically correct only, but whatever you are writing should make some sense, right?
Is it with last sentence only,
Yes,
or
with last sentence and with rest of the questions and answers, like you were asking something and then you were answering something else,
okay.
right? Hmm. Okay, just a minute. Now, today we are going to start learning reflexive verbs. I believe Rajveer and Saurabh, you guys already have a basic idea what reflexive verbs are. You guys attended like one of the class for A2 previously in the weekend batch. So it should be a little easier for you to understand again. This one, okay. So now, before we start to see how reflexive verbs work in German, I wanted to tell this like reflexive verb is something we have in English also. So, like myself, yourself, himself, herself, themselves, these are all reflexive verbs. We have them in English also, we have them in German also, but how do they work in English is totally different, as in the sentence structure or the grammar rules is totally different, and how does they work in German and the grammar rule which they follow is totally different. So whenever you are writing something reflexive in German, don't never ever try to compare it with English. Now, just to give you one example, yesterday I went to the party and enjoyed. This is a basic sentence, but yesterday I went to the party and enjoyed myself. So, I hope you guys are able to understand which one is correct grammatically, though both of them are correct, but more correct is like this one. This is like reflexive sentence. This one, uh, so now this myself here is reflecting the doer, the pronoun, the subject. So that is the whole concept of reflexive verbs, like the verbs you are using and the additional, like you can say the another form of pronoun which you are using is basically reflecting the doer. Like I went to the party and enjoyed myself. He went to the party and enjoyed himself. So reflexive verb is nothing but whatever you are doing that is impacting yourself only, and no one else is getting impacted due to that. So whatever is happening is reflecting back on the doer itself. That is a basic idea of reflexive verbs. Now let's see how do they work in German. So this is the sheet I'm going to give you, and here I have a quick list where you can see the reflexive verbs. Like this is a quick long list. I have it in the sheet also, and here are some practice materials. Now seeing one more example, like ich wasche das Auto. This is not reflexive verb. I am washing the car, because here there are two things. One is subject and one is object. This is the object and this is the subject. The doer is not being affected by the work here, because you are not being cleaned here, the car is being cleaned here. So this is non-reflexive. On the contrary, then you say ich wasche mich, I am washing myself. Here subject is also you and object is also you, and the doer is getting impacted with the work which is being done. You are washing yourself, you are getting sanitized, you are being cleaned, but here the car was getting cleaned or washed. So that is a basic difference between non-reflexive and reflexive verbs. Now let's see how they work in German, like some more sentences here just for a quick review, and then we'll discuss the grammar rules like ich sehe mich an, sich ansehen. Now one more thing, whatever reflexive verbs you will be seeing in the list na, they will have sich with it. Sich means self. Now it can be myself, it can be yourself, it can be himself, herself, or anything. But here sich basically means is self. Now this sich is going to change as per the pronoun, like ich will change to mich or mir, du will change to dish or dear, basis accusative or dative case. So like for example, if I have sich ansehen as a verb, sich ansehen bedeutet to get dressed. Now if you are dressing up yourself, you are being impacted with that. So how you would say it? Ich sehe mich an. I am getting dressed, or I am dressing up myself. So ich subject is also you and the object is also you, and you are being impacted with the work. Similarly, du siehst dich an. Ansehen here is a separable verb, so that is why sehen has been conjugated and then an has been put at the end. So similarly, ich sehe mich an, du siehst dich an. Then another verb we have sich schminken, that means to put on makeup. So ich schminke, schminken conjugated as per ich. So ich schminke mich an, ich mich. Subject is also you and the object is also you. You are being impacted here. So this subject is reflecting the object basically. So the verb is impacting the doer only. Similarly, sich rasieren, that means to shave.
I mean, previous sentences, sminke mich or mir.
Sorry?
Previous sentence is sminke to make up.
As of now, look at it as mich only. This is like a difference of accusative and dative. And what is the difference between accusative and dative? I'll describe it.
Okay, me. Okay. And in last sentence, how to separate this separable verb? How to judge?
Which one?
Do this
Sich and spannen.
that uh,
I'm
and
reaching there. Just hold on for a second. I'm reaching there. So sich rasieren, to shave. Ich rasiere mich. I am shaving myself, or he is shaving himself. Now if you do the word to word translation now, so it would not be like myself or himself or herself. So that is why I told you, don't try to do like a comparison between the English usages or the German usages of reflexive verbs. Sich entspannen. Here we have another word like sich entspannen, that means to enjoy oneself or to relax oneself. When you are relaxing, you are being rejuvenated. So that is why it is a reflexive verb, and we say sich entspannen, that means to relax oneself. So ich
Neha,
entspanne mich.
I wanted to ask regarding the second one. Do jis dik and so the it is means you are getting dressed.
Right.
Okay,
Do
yeah.
is reflexing dish, and where this mish dish is coming from, I'll show you the table for that.
Okay.
These are like just give you an example or little hint like how do we basically write. We'll discuss them in detail. Okay.
Yeah.
So similarly, like here, if is reflexing mish, and here do is reflecting dish. So subject is also you and object is also you. Here subject is I and object is also I. I'll get back to this list later. Before that, there are quick things. Let's see this table first. Now, before we see in detail how um, reflexive verbs work, basically there are two things which you need to understand. One is like how you put them in sentence, what is the basic meaning of that, and one that reflexive verbs basically works either in accusative case or in dative case. Now how do we identify accusative and dative, we'll discuss to that, but let's see this table first. So this table is like similar to like normal dative, normal accusative or dative table which we have seen, but this is little different. Don't see it as it is. This is a different table, and like accusative or dative cases which we have seen for pronoun, that is different. So now for reflexive verb, ish changes to mish in accusative and mere in dative. So here mish means myself or mere is to myself or for myself. We know the basic difference between accusative and dative, right? Dative is something to whom or for whom something is being done. So to or for. Here mish is myself, but in dative mere it will be to myself or for myself or for me. Similarly, do, dish, dear. ARVS, zish. This is very simple to learn. So this particular table for reflexive verb is pretty simple to learn because most of the cases are remaining same in accusative and dative. It's just ish and mish are being changed differently in accusative and dative. Rest all are the same. So ARVS is changing to zish. That means himself, herself, or itself. Then wir, uns. That means ourselves. Ihr, yourselves, and sie, themselves. Now, before I start giving you more examples on how to differentiate between accusative and dative, putting them in sentence, just take 1 minute and note down this table. Then we'll discuss it further.
Can you just let me know what is uns, ik, and sick? Uns means be self, ourself.
Ourselves, like wir, na, wir is changing to ourselves, us, ourselves, you, yourselves,
Self.
they, themselves,
Okay, thank
like
you.
ich, myself, you, yourself. Guys, please keep yourself on mute.
Geschrieben.
Okay. Saurabh, Rajbir, Geschrieben.
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 Okay, now let's see the list first. So now there are two things. One is basically to understand how, like basically you can distinguish whether you have to use accusative pronoun, like accusative pronoun, or dative pronoun. This is one thing. Either you can understand how, or you can just simply learn these verbs basically, like some of the verbs which will be there in accusative and dative both, but they will be a little different. So some verbs are basically fixed accusative, and some reflexive verbs basically are fixed dative. But when you read them, you will like understand why there is a difference between two, what is the basic reason between keeping like them, some verbs in accusative only or some verbs in dative only. Now first thing, if you have seen these sentences like ish siyamish an, ish schminker mish, ish entspanner mish. Now here what was happening to you only. You were the subject and you were the object, right? So when there is you only, nothing else, you are the subject and you are the object, that is completely accusative. But when there is something else also apart from you, then the sentence will become dative. So when you are the subject and object both, the that will be accusative case, and when there is something else apart from you, then it will be a dative case. Just to give you a quick example, now let's see this table. Rachel, can you read these two sentences?
Ich sehe mich an.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting dressed.
And the second one?
Ich sehe mir einen Mantel an. I'm putting on a coat.
Right. Now in both the sentences, sich ansehen is basically the verb. Sich ansehen is the verb here, and then here it's like sich etwas ansehen. So in both the ways, in this also and in this also, you are getting dressed, right? But here it's just you only. Ish and Mish, I am getting dressed. Here you haven't mentioned what you are getting dressed with, a coat or a dress or maybe a gown or something else. It's just you have mentioned I am getting dressed. So it's just you only. Like here, when you are the subject and the object both, then that will be the accusative case. We here. So that is why we have used Mish here. But in the second sentence, I have specifically mentioned Ich ziehe mir einen Mantel an. I am putting on a coat. Here, I am also there, and something which I am putting on, that is also there. So here, that becomes the dative case. So that is why I haven't put mich here, but mir. Ich ziehe mir einen Mantel an. One more example. Rajbir, can you read this? Rajbir, are you on mute?
Okay. Ich wasche mich. I am washing myself.
Hmm.
Ich wasche mir die Hände. I am
Hände.
washing my Hände. Sorry, I am washing my hand.
Right. So here in the first sentence, ich wasche mich. So sich waschen, to wash oneself. So sich waschen is the thing here. Like I am washing myself. So only I am there, nothing else is there. So ich wasche mich. So this is accusative. But in the second sentence, I have mentioned what I am washing. I am also there and my hands are also there. So that is why it becomes the dative case. I and my hands. There are two things, subject and object. Both are different, but here subject and object both were same. So that is why it was accusative, and here subject and object are different. That is why it's dative. So here ich wasche mich, but here ich wasche mir die Hände. If you haven't mentioned Hände here, then it would have become like this only. Ich wasche mich. Is the difference clear?
Klar.
Now, one more thing. Like as I said, most of the words in accusative and dative are same, but still there are differentiated in accusative and dative category because of this only. Like here, sich anziehen and sich anziehen. Both verbs are same, but here it's sich anziehen only, to get oneself dressed. But here this is sich etwas anziehen, like to put on something. Similarly here, sich waschen, that means to wash oneself, but sich etwas waschen, to wash something. So in dative, in most of the verbs, etwas will be there. Like you are doing for yourself or somebody is doing for themselves, but something will be there. I'll give you one more example for that. But before, Saurabh, can you read the third combination?
Rasierst du dich?
Dish.
Dish. Are you shaving? It's the accusative case. And the second one is rasieret die Beine. Are you
That's
shaving
yeah.
your legs? Is
Yeah.
the dative case.
Right. Please put yourself on mute. Now here again, sich rasieren is the verb. That means to shave oneself. Sich rasieren, and here in dative it will be sich etwas rasieren, because here you are shaving yourself, but here you are shaving your legs, die Beine. So that is why it's dative case. So rasiert du dich oder rasiert du dir die Beine. Here du and dich, subject and object are same, but here dir and die Beine, you and then die Beine. So subject and object are different. So that is why it's dative case.
Ma'am, in place of what we are using etwas,
Etwas is like here the Beine, here etwas is Hände, here etwas is Mantel, something.
for the object when action is not
Yes,
hidden.
yes.
Okay.
But in both the cases, why all these are reflexive, whether it's accusative or dative, whatever is being done, you are being impacted directly for that action. That is why it is reflexive. In English, generally, it's not divided in accusative or dative case. It's just like so it's basically in English it's accusative only. It's not nothing like dative in English. So don't try to compare it with English, but in German, like it works totally different way. So be it accusative or dative, the doer is being impacted with the action. So that is why it is reflexive. Clear? Rachel, is it clear?
Klar.
Okay. Now let's quickly read this list. Rachel, can you read like few words, some of these verbs?
Sie, sich ärgern,
Sich ärgern, that means to get
sich
upset
ärgern,
or to get angry. So when you get upset, you are only the one who is being impacted. So sich ärgern.
sich benehmen, to behave,
To behave.
sie beeilen,
Beeilen.
beeilen,
Sich beeilen. So
hurry.
when you say like I have to rush or I have to hurry, so ich beeile mich. Now here these are like just a second, Rachel. Now like these are the some of the verbs where you cannot put etwas with it, so they will always remain accusative. Now please read next.
Sich entscheiden, to decide. Sich entschuldigen, to excuse oneself.
Like ich entschuldige mich. If you made a mistake or you're excusing yourself, like please excuse me, like in English we say please excuse me, aber auf Deutsch wir sagen ich entschuldige mich. This one. Rachel, I'm not able to hear you.
Sich erholen, to recover or recuperate. Sich erinnern, to remember or to recall. Sich erkälten, to catch a cold. Sich fragen, to wonder.
Right. Now here one thing, like fragen is something, fragen is like to ask or to ask a question. But when you put it reflexive, like sich fragen, I wonder myself. So also ich frage mich, I wonder myself. It does not mean I am asking myself a question. It's like I am wondering myself. Now next.
Sich gewohnen, to get used to. Sich
Here,
krank.
sich freuen.
Sich freuen, to look forward to.
Ich freue mich auf deine Antwort, like we write in email.
Sich
Next.
krank, wohl, fühlen, to feel sick or well.
Like sich krank fühlen oder sich wohl fühlen, to feel sick or to feel well. Sich wohl fühlen, that means to feel well. Sich krank fühlen, that means to feel sick. Ich,
Sich,
Moment bitte. Ich fühle mich krank. Now here this krank is adjective, this is not object, so don't write it ich fühle mir krank. No, ich fühle mich krank, because here this krank, that is adjective, that is not object. Now next.
sich gewohnen, to get used to. Sich hinlegen, to lie down. Sich interessieren, to be interested. Sich konzentrieren, to concentrate. And sich sitzen, to sit down. Sich treffen, to meet. Sich überlegen, to consider, think about. Sich unterhalten, to converse or talk. Sich verlieben, to fall in love. Sich verstehen, to get along. Sich vorbereiten, to get ready. Sich wundern, to be amazed or surprised.
Yep. Now, like one more thing, sich verstehen, to get along. Now here, verstehen only means only verstehen. If you say only verstehen as a verb, that means to understand. Like ich verstehe dich nicht. Here, subject is I, but object is you. So this is not reflexive. But when I write it in a reflexive way, to get along, ich verstehe mich mit like something, I'm getting along with something. So here ich and mich. So there's a difference between sich verstehen and only verstehen. Dann sich wundern, to be amazed. Now if you see the dative list, most of it will be like something with etwas. Now here, let's quickly see this list. Now these are like some of the like morning routine reflexive verbs. They can either be used in an accusative way or in a dative way. When you will use it in an accusative way, etwas will not be there. But when you use them in a dative manner, etwas will be there. Something will be there. For example, like sich anziehen, we have seen like to get dressed, aber sich etwas anziehen, to put on something. Similarly, sich rasieren, aber when you say sich etwas rasieren, that will become dative. Maybe you're like shaving your face or your legs or whatever. But when you use only sich rasieren to shave oneself, that will be accusative. Now sich schminken. So when you say only sich schminken, that will be accusative. But when you put etwas with it, like what are you putting on as a makeup, that will be dative case. Then sich umziehen, to change clothes. But sich etwas umziehen will be like you're changing something and you're mentioning what you're changing with. So like most of the verbs here in morning routine are same, but if there is something which is mentioned, that will be dative case. If something which is not mentioned, that will be accusative case. Rajveer, can you quickly read this list here, this dative one?
Yes, ma'am. Sis the hare brushten to brush one's hair. To brush one's hair. Sis the hare shonen to blow dry one's hair. Sis the hare common to comb one's Cayman. Okay, sorry. Cayman to comb one's hair. Sis the sane putzen to brush one's teeth. Sis the Bene Rajiran to shave one's legs. Sisti Hare Vasan to wash one's hair. Sisti Handy to wash one's hands. Sis
Now
Etwas
like sich waschen, if you are saying only sich waschen, I am washing myself, that will be accusative. But when I say sich die Hände oder sich etwas waschen, that will become dative.
Dative. The Etwas engine to put something on. Is here the Yake an sis Etwas waschen to wash oneself. Wasters do their the hand.
So like here, like this is like a distinguish between these two sentences with the same verb, but in two different ways. Like wasche ich, wäsch du dich, are you washing yourself? But here in accusative it will be wäschst du dir die Hände, are you washing your hands? So du and dich in accusative, because subject and object is one only, which is you. But here in dative, you are the subject and your hands are the object. So here it will be dir. Du dir die Hände. Wasch du dir die Hände. Now, let's quickly do this exercise. It is done already, but let's just read it through and understand. Reshmi, can you read this?
Muti, Ishmush, Mishno, Dushen,
Hmm.
Sis Dushen, Aber Bart, spielt im Badezimmer. Amusiert sich mit der Rasiercreme.
And are you able to tell the meaning also? Sich duschen means like to take shower, and sich amusieren means to be happy about something.
Mom, mother, I must wash myself.
Like to take shower basically. I must take shower.
I
So
must
me.
I must take shower.
Hmm.
And birth but birth
Bart is the name
is
of a person. Lisa's brother.
spirit play
Playing.
but playing in the bathroom.
But Bart, who is her brother, Lisa's brother, he's playing in the
Playing in
bathroom.
the bathroom. He what is amuser?
Sich amusieren, that means to get happy or to get amused.
But he is happy. But
Hmm.
he is amused. In the
With the shaving cream.
shaving cream.
Next line.
Ak 9 Rajyat Erzish Bider Divine. Oh no. Rajyat is shaved, sa?
Raziat Erzish wieder die Beine. So the mother is saying, oh no, is he like shaving his legs again? Now here, one quick thing. See this sentence. Amusiert sich mit der Rasiercreme. And here, rasiert sich die Beine. So here it is sich etwas rasieren. So this sich basically is the dative case, but this sich here is the accusative case. Are you able to distinguish the difference? Though the word is same, but here it is written in accusative for accusative, because here amusiert sich mit der Rasiercreme. It's not sich etwas amusieren. Sich amusieren is something you can't put etwas with. Right? So that is why it is accusative. But here sich etwas rasieren. Because here he is there, and the Beine, subject and object, both are different. So that is why this sich has been written for dative. Is it clear?
Clear.
Now next two sentences, Rajveer, can you read them?
9 Mutti, Lisa Luke, Iswasemik, Nur Siswasan.
Don't read the green highlighted sentence, green highlighted words.
Okay, sorry. Na gut aber Versis
Vergiss
vergiss das nicht Du musst dir auch die Jahre putzen. Zähne putzen.
And what is the meaning?
First one maybe nine mutti, no mother. Then is wasemic. I myself. I was myself.
Sorry, I was on mute. So 9 muti. Lisa lived. No mother. Lisa is
No
lying.
mother is wasemic. I myself. I
Yes,
was
and
myself.
this is washing myself. So this is
Myself.
accusative. Sich waschen. Because
Waschen.
ich and mich, nothing else is there in terms of object. And here, na gut, aber vergiss doch nicht. Okay, gut, but don't forget.
Don't
Vergiss
forget.
doch nicht. So this is imperative. This has been written in an imperative way. Du musst dir Dativ auch die Zähne putzen. So sich die Zähne putzen. Because the teeth has been mentioned here. So sich etwas putzen oder sich die Zähne putzen. This is Dativ. So du musst dir, not dich,
Dear.
but dir. Du musst dir auch die Zähne putzen. You have to brush your teeth also. Your teeth also. Next two sentences. Saurav, can you read them?
Ja. Habe ich schon gemacht. Jetzt müssen wir uns nur noch ansehen. Kinder, ihr sollt euch warm ansehen. Es ist kalt draußen. Ihr könnt ich laut erkalten.
Saurav, read them again.
Habe ich
It's hab.
Hab ich schon gemacht.
Habe ich schon gemacht. That means I've done that already. So the mother was telling him to brush his teeth, and he's saying now, I have already done that.
Jetzt müssen wir uns nur noch ansehen.
Nur noch anziehen. Jetzt müssen wir nur noch anziehen. Wir uns sich anziehen. So this is it accusative or dative?
It's dative.
Why dative? Is there anything else apart from the doer?
No.
Then why? How it could be dative?
No, it's dative.
It's accusative. Accusative. Jetzt müssen wir uns nur noch anziehen. Now here they are saying only we have to get dressed ourselves. They haven't mentioned what they are getting dressed with. Sich etwas anziehen is dative. Sich anziehen is accusative.
Yeah.
Now this one.
Kinder, ihr sollt euch warm ansehen.
Kinder, ihr sollt euch warm anziehen.
So here
Mother is saying now
children should be getting dressed.
warm. Ihr sollt euch warm anziehen. You should get yourself dressed in a warm manner. Now here it has been mentioned like warm wasn't here. Now it's here. But this is also accusative because warm is not like a something. This is adjective. So this is not object, but this is an adjective. So the mother is telling that you have to get dressed yourself in a warm manner. So ihr sollt euch warm anziehen. So you should dress yourself warm. Es ist kalt draußen. It is cold outside. Ihr könntet euch leicht erkälten. Sich erkälten, that means to catch cold. You could easily catch cold. Next two sentences, Rachel, your turn.
Muti. Bird seit sich meine Jacke an. Jetzt habe ich nicht zu tragen. Mother, Bart puts on my jacket. I don't have to. I don't have anything to wear.
Right. Now here, Rishon, can you please tell me like Bart, these, Bart, Zeet, Zish, meine Jacke an. Is this accusative reflexive verb or dative? The sentence basically.
It's accusative.
No, this is dative. Here,
That
he is there, Bart, this is the doer. And then what is he putting on? The jacket.
jacket.
So this is sich etwas anziehen. So this is dative. If I have removed this minor yakana, so Bart siehst sich an. That would have been accusative. Bart is getting dressed. But here with minor yaka, it becomes Bart is putting on my jacket because something is denoting this jacket.
Okay.
So that is why it is dative. Jetzt habe ich nicht zu sagen, dann genug Kinder, geh jetzt. Der Schulbus wartet. Now enough children, let's go. The school bus is waiting. Now, I want a quick and honest view from all three of you. Is this something which is little clear? I know the topic is like little trickier to understand in one go. So is it something which you are able to understand or not?
Ma'am, this accusative and dative is clear, but there are exception, a lot of exception also, like where to use etwas or not to use it.
Yeah.
See, whether to use etwas or not, like where to use etwas or not, just try to understand the word, try to understand the meaning of the word in your head. Maybe let's say if you are, for example, see this word sich ärgern, to get upset, to get angry. You will get angry with something, so with will be preposition, but you cannot put etwas here, right? So if you understand the meaning or try to feel the verb now, you will get to know that whether to use etwas or not. Sich waschen, aber sich etwas waschen. You can wash yourself also and you can wash something else also. Maybe your hands, your legs, your hair, your face. So you are also there and something else can also be there which you are washing. Similarly here, sich beeilen, to hurry. This is something you cannot put etwas with, like ich beeile mich. But let's say either like saying I am hurrying up, this is one sentence, and then I am hurrying up for the bus. Now here you will be saying ich beeile mich. Now here, if you see, I have used for here. So in order to put it accusative or dative, I have used like a preposition here. So this is not something you can put like etwas with. I am hurrying up. Are you able to understand the difference here?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So there are some verbs here which are fixed accusative. So if you are trying to put any other object here, you will have to use a preposition. But in a fixed dative verbs, you won't need any preposition. It's just you will use the dative pronoun like mir, dir, and then you can mention the word directly.
Okay.
Because when you so like see one more example, see this one. Sich etwas kochen. This is something which will always be dative. You cannot put it in an accusative way. Sich etwas kochen. Dative, understand what is the basic idea or what is the basic ideology to have dative case in place. The basic foundation of dative is to mention to or for, to yourself, for yourself, or to whom something is being done. To and for is something which we learned, right? Dative is for to or for. Now, sich etwas kochen. You cannot cook yourself, right? But you can cook something for yourself. So sich etwas kochen. That will always be dative, because there is something. There is always will be something which you will be cooking yourself for, or someone else will be cooking himself or herself for. They cannot cook themselves. So if you are writing ich koche mich, that will be wrong. But you can always say ich koche mir der Kaffee or tea or whatever you are cooking. So that is why I'm saying just try to understand the verb, the usage of it, how you can implement it. So once you understand the basic function of that verb, now how it is going to be implemented, once you execute that particular activity, then you will be able to understand, okay, this is something I can use etwas with, or this is something I cannot use etwas with. Now similarly here, sich etwas kaufen, you cannot buy yourself, but you can buy something for yourself. So if you say ich kaufe mich, you cannot buy yourself, right? Or you cannot sell yourself. So that is a wrong formation. But ich kaufe mir die Jacke. I am buying myself a jacket, or I am buying for myself a jacket. Now there is one more thing where students like get confused about. Now if you say ich kaufe mir die Jacke, that means I am buying a jacket for myself. This is clear, right? But ich habe das selbst gekauft. Now this is totally different. Now here you are saying you have bought it for yourself, but here this is something you are saying I have bought it on my own. You're like defining your capability. Okay, I was able to buy it on my own. Now this is different and this is different. So don't let like such sentences or like such other like usages or such some others like similar formations or sentences which we use in English to get confused with German sentence formation. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now for today I'm not giving you the homework. You have 3 days basically, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What you can do, you can just go through this sheet and this recording again and try to just, if possible, just go through these 4 links basically here. This is a list of quick verbs I gave you already, and here there are some exercises. So here you can see and try to do the exercises. First, go through this verb list, learn these verb list, basically the daily activities which you do like sich, waschen, sich die Zähne putzen, this sentences like morning routine basically, this one. Learn this morning routine, reflexive verbs list, and then you can do this exercise like here. She's like taking bath, also sich duschen. Here also sich duschen, sich rasieren, sich die Zähne putzen, sich anziehen, and something like that. And you can try to do these exercises then. There are 3 links. There are multiple exercises which can help you. So maybe what you can do on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, tomorrow, just go through the recording again and this sheet again. Saturday, learn this list, and on Sunday, try to do these exercises. Sounds okay?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So maybe like by 8:30, like after 30, by next 30 minutes, I'll just upload the video. Okay.
Okay.
So you can just go through whenever
Okay.
you get time.